Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about what I do for my legs and ab routine. This is typically what I'm going to do when, I'm in a rush and I don't really have a lot of time to do something, or just something that I do when I don't feel like going to the gym. So first we're going to start off with my lower body, and then I'll show you the ab exercises. So first, with lower body, you're going to want a resistance band. You don't need to have a resistance band, but when I do these exercises, I use one just because it makes it a little bit more difficult for me. So my very first exercise is donkey kicks. Most of you are familiar with that. So what I do with a donkey kick is I use a resistance band. This way I can engage my hamstrings a little bit more and not so much my butt area, just because I've suffered from weak hamstrings in the past, and I just want to make sure that I'm maintaining that strength within my hamstrings. So what you're going to do is put your resistance band around your ankles like this and get on all fours. And what I do is I just change the resistance band and make sure it's on over the arch of my foot, whichever foot's going to be moving upward. And I'm going to do similar to a donkey kick. So you're going to put your foot straight, toes pointing towards the wall, and go straight up and straight down, and straight up and straight down. And when you're doing these, you want to make sure that you keep your core engaged throughout the entire movement. So straight up and down. And once you start doing this, you'll realize that it really does work your hamstring a lot more as compared to a regular donkey kick. So that's the first exercise. For the second exercise, I do a variation of a donkey kick. And what you're going to do is stick your foot straight out, toe pointed towards the ground, raise your leg up towards the sky, not all the way, just barely below all the way up. And you're going to do 12 to 15 reps of donkey kicks here. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And these are going to be more fast movements, and you're just going to feel it more in the lower area of your butt. And I do that 12 to 15 times on each side. So for the next exercise, you're going to have your legs toes point towards the ground again, legs up, and you're going to move your foot outward. So out instead of straight up. So go out, and from here you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just do 12 to 15 reps of that as well. After that, I do my glute bridges. Glute bridges are always fun. So for my glute bridges, I also use a resistance band. I put it just around my knees, and I feel that the resistance band helps because it makes it a little more difficult when you're doing it, and it forces you to keep your knees from going in, and that can be a problem that some people have with glute bridges, so I highly suggest using a resistance band. So for actual glute bridges, you're going to lay down on your back and put your arms flat on the ground, and you're going to bring your hips to the sky as high as you can. And that's 1. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you're engaging your butt and engaging your core throughout the entire motion. And I do this one for about 20 to 25 reps as compared to 12 to 15. And for my last exercise that I do for my legs, I do clamshells. And I do clamshells because I'm a runner, so typically the outer portions of your hips are going to be weaker, and I just want to make sure that I avoid any injuries. So that's why I do these, and I suggest you do them too. So for clamshells, you're going to bring your knees up about hip length, and you're just going to raise your knee up and back down, and knee up and back down. And I do this for 20 to 25 times as well. And I'll do all of those exercises, and that counts as one set, and then I'll take a minute rest in between each, and then do that 3 times. And that's basically my lower body exercises that I do when I'm in a rush or just want to do something quick and not have to go to the gym. Okay, so now we're going to go over my ab routine. Now, as you can see, I don't have that 6-pack or that 8-pack and those rock hard abs, but I do this routine, and it has actually helped me. And sometimes I do it about twice a day, and these simple exercises really work out my core, and I've really been able to see a difference. So they are just something that I suggest, really easy to do at home, and I also use a resistance band for them as well. So for the very first one, it's just going to be your basic crunch. However, I do lift my legs up, and I think that that helps to just engage my core a little bit more than doing a regular crunch. So I'll give you an example. So you're going to lay on your back like you would for a crunch, and I lift my legs up to the sky, put my arms straight beside me, and lift up like this. And make sure you're engaging your core when you do this, because if you don't engage your core, you're not going to feel it as much. So, and I do this for about 20 reps. And then from there, I move into a more, a little advanced plank. So you're going to get on all fours again, get into plank position, make sure your back is straight, and I'm going to do a twist. So I'm going to take my left knee and try and hit my right elbow like this, and same for the other side. So here, I'm working out my obliques, and you know, this has really helped me to get that more, that smaller waist. So this is one of my favorite exercises to do, and I do that for about 20 to 25 reps, just depending on how I'm feeling that day. And the next exercise is bicycles. I actually use a resistance band for my bicycles, and oh my goodness, it's made a world of difference. So for bicycle, you want to put your resistance band around your ankles, well, more around your arches, sort of like we did for the donkey kicks. And you're going to get back on your back once again, and you're going to take your right elbow and match it with your right knee, or left knee, I'm sorry, and then you're going to take your left elbow with your right knee. And you're just going to do that. Make sure you engage your core. And I do this for about 25 reps or so as well. And after that, I do a rowboat, or I'm not really sure what it's called, but I just call it whatever I want. The little boat motion. Most of you have heard of it probably, or seen it, and you just go like this. And I also do these for 20. And if this is too hard, you can use your arm, put your arms on the ground, and row your boat with your arms placed on the ground. And I do that for 20 reps. And that's pretty much all that I do for my abs. At the moment, when I do that quick routine, it just helps to like make everything go by faster and get a quick workout in. And I do that 3 times. So I do every exercise and then repeat it 3 times, just like the leg exercises, and have a minute rest in between. So that's what I do for my legs and my abs. If you like this video, please subscribe. I will be posting more fitness tips as my channel grows. And thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it.